Hello. Hello. Do we support recursion where subroutines retain context of parent ones? No. What kind of programming language do you think this is? What about arrays that start an arbitrary integer? No. No. No, no, no. None of that stuff. None of that stuff. Dear God. I mean, you can make arrays that start at an arbitrary integer yourself if you want. So if the wizard ever swaps with the mirror, that's irreversible, right? Problem is, if I swap with the priest here, then I die, if I had a place to swap from. It could be fighter priest. It could be add another character. Okay. Here's going to be the idea. It's going to look like Can't really be fighter priest. Unless the dragon's on this island, which it could be. Let's say the dragon is up here. I will ignore the mirror for now. Okay, so okay. This level's hard. Well, sometimes design is very easy, sometimes it's very hard, right? So the reason it's hard right now is because I'm designing a certain way, which is that I had an idea for a level that I wrote down a while back, and now I'm trying to do that idea. And whenever you go top down like that, it could be difficult because I'm like, how do I make this specific thing happen, right? When you go the other direction, when you just start playing with stuff and see what happens and then make levels out of that, that's often very easy. The thing is, we've done a bunch of that kind already. And so I want to turn around and do some of the other kind. So, you know, sometimes things are hard, sometimes things are easy. If it was the same all the time, it might get boring. I mean, and the hard part is making it interesting. Like, I can make a level that mechanically does what I want. It just would end up being like, why would somebody play this? Which is honestly the way many levels in many puzzle games are. And I'm trying, you know, I try not to do that. I try to make things a little bit spicier than that, and that's not always easy. Okay. Let's try this. Let's ignore the mirror for now. Just have it be over there. Okay. Ah, okay. This is already interesting because I want... Yeah. Okay. So I come over here. I'll bring that character over there. Go here. Okay, so now I could do that. Yeah, we don't need the mirror in this level to be interesting. Okay. Get rid of this. do that for now. This is going to be obvious initially, but we're going to move the whole island so that it's less obvious. And give one more. Well, let's do this from back here. Whoops. Right, we have to get the wizard out. So that's interesting. Right? So wizard is out. Whoops. Okay. Actually, okay. Okay. Bam. Well, there's two different ways to solve this, I think, which is fine. Ugh. Haha. Oh, right, that actually doesn't work because it blocks the beam for a second. Okay, this is fine. So go there. Oh, no, that doesn't work either. Bro, this level may not be solvable without making it... So what I've been trying to do is make it so that the wizard can swap with one of these blocks, which will then sink into the ocean and make a new platform. And what I did not take into account is that it will block the beam when I do that. And we could still make it work. It's just that It means that the priest has to not be in the beam and just be standing on the land. But that's fine, maybe. That's fine. It's just we end up with a much simpler level, but sometimes that's what's good. So let's... Okay, now the problem is we kind of want to put an exit there that's 2 squares off, and the problem there is that it's trivial for just the priest to walk across the dragon breath to do that. Maybe if there's 2 exits on that island. No, that's still trivial. So maybe it's orthogonal. Maybe it's down here. And the dragon just can't go that far. If the dragon can't go that far, then we can't drop a block anyway, which won't really work. So we can drop a block anywhere that the dragon can get to. So we could do one, priest stands here, wizard is there. Wizard swaps with block somehow. So we'd have to have a block in a different direction, like back here. That would drop it into the water. Plink. And then the problem is you need to get a second one. Maybe 1 is fine for the simple. No, because then people can just walk across. Can you have 2 dragons? Sure, you can have 2 dragons, but what's the, like, that's how most puzzle games are designed, is you just keep adding elements, and those aren't good puzzles. Like, dude, I could have 9 dragons, but I don't want 9 dragons, right? Not in this one. The way that you make something good is you try really hard to do it without adding extra stuff. Because the thing is, if you add 2 dragons and they're shooting from either side, it's like, okay, that works. But is it clear to the player the idea of why that works and why it's necessary? If it's not, then the puzzle is kind of defocused and not really about anything anymore, sort of. Or that's the danger. That's the danger. And then the other thing is, you know, I was going to be moving the dragon around as part of this puzzle, and if there's 2, that's much more cumbersome. Also, they're going to kill each other if you're not standing between them at every second, which might be interesting. That actually might be a puzzle idea of its own. But that would become a different puzzle. Like I would say level, keep dragons from killing each other by having times. But see, this kind of top-down idea, often you write one down and then you go to do a puzzle, and there's just not really a good puzzle there that you could figure out. It's the danger of doing puzzle design in this way. the guy who made that game where you get 50 cube on level 3 certainly seems to see differently. I don't know which game you mean, but yeah, 50 cube on level 3 doesn't sound good. Dude, I don't remember what we wrote in the 2010 Shadow Map article. We had some later ones that Ignacio wrote. Just keep checking the blog. Because he wrote about some modifications, and it's probably something close to that is what we shipped. So here we have an interesting thing, which is that anything that lets us drop a block in a square also lets us walk across. Okay, that said, there are some things that we can do that involve dropping a block that's different. So the reason that I was saying I can do both is that I was going to drop a block in order to walk across this gap, which is sort of one of the simplest things you can do to drop a block. But there are other things that we can do. So for example, you can divert a river by dropping a block, right? Whoops. So if we just have a very nice river, and there's a way to leave over here. Then if I drop a block anywhere on this river, we will win. So like, the problem there is how to make that good. Because if we say we're 2 squares away and then we drop a block to get us closer to it, well, we'd be blocking the river path in this direction, but then it would divert in this direction, which might be fine. Let's try this. Let's try this. So we're gonna so to get the wizard there, yeah, there has to come from an orthogonal direction. Yeah. Let's do that for now. So see, this is tricky. Actually, it's not that tricky. Oh, except now I can't. Let's just make it easy. All right. We're making it easy. Dude, I've got to fix that sound effect. Oh, I didn't make it easy enough. So the point is, I want to be able to get a block there and swap the wizard back. And I can't quite do it. But that's maybe good. Oops. Okay. So we do this. There we go. Okay. And then we just have to do that twice. Oh no! I can't do it. Yes, I can. Whoops. Yes, I can. Okay. There we go. There we go. And then all we need is a way to oh, haha. We need a pushing character because you can't make stones skip. Oh, actually, never mind that. Never mind that. We're going to do the following thing. Let's just move this up one. I really should put in keyboard controls for that. It would be a lot faster. Okay. Just going to have this coming in from somewhere. And we'll just have some pre-existing lily pads. We'll even do this. Just simplify. Okay. So, oh no, it's breathing every time there's a lily pad. I gotta fix that sound effect sometime soon. I tell you, it's really brutal. Whoops. Whoops. I messed up. Real bad. Okay. Oh no, time limit. All right, I need to get this block over here anyway. Dude, I can do it this way. Watch this. Oh no, I can't because of the breath. All right. All right. There we go. There we go, buddy. Now I missed the... Okay. I don't really know how to win from here. Someone's trapped on this island no matter what. Oh, we only needed to get one person to the thing. Okay, that's fine. We could actually put one exit on this island and one on the original island. That might be better. All right. Whoops. All right, we won. That's fine. We can probably make this level better by polishing it up, but I got to go somewhere. Let's do some basic stuff to it. Let's try this. So I feel like this level's complicated enough that there may be some way to exploit it and totally like break it. You know what I'm saying? So that's something to worry about. So I would like to be able to make a simpler version of this level that does the same thing. Like the number of elements that we need here to do this, we have 3 characters. We have 2 lily pads. We could get away with just one, but that might make the level more tedious. We could probably make it smaller. Like we could make that island smaller because you don't really... Like we could just make the island 1 square, the one that the dragon's on. And that would help make the map smaller, and then maybe we only need 1 lily pad because there's not such a huge tedious loop. We certainly could make the island on the left a little bit smaller. So let's save this as version 2. Because anytime I make big old changes, I think, you know, don't really have time to do this right now, but something like that, and like that, and like, oops. Like that. We'll try this version out. Generally, if you can make a level smaller, it'll be better. Not always. If it feels painful the way you're crunching things in, then maybe it's not good, but generally, if you can make it smaller, it's better. Like this already seems much more focused compared to this. I think this one actually looks better aesthetically, but that doesn't translate exactly into puzzle solvability. And you can't really judge aesthetics yet because that's what's going to happen when people add stuff to the level. Anyway, the aesthetics are not done. Like if I were to try to make this look a little nicer, I would maybe bring this island to the left. I'd take the chunk off the left of it and make it a little bit more south so that it's like a corner around the thing. Although really, so what I really feel like is that we want we want an intro level. I think we want to make this one into an intro level that doesn't require to make an intro level that doesn't require 2 block drops, just one. Because the whole reason I needed 2 block drops there was because one out in the middle of the ocean will drown the priest. And that's interesting, but I don't think it's a good one to hit people with as the very first thing. You know what I'm saying? I think you want to build up to it. So we'll do that next stream. Yeah. All right. I'll see you all later. I gotta go. I'm gonna be late.